Hi, welcome to Skate Date.
Hello.
It's your favorite podcast about roller skating and other stuff like that.
You love to hate us, you hate to love us.
And we're okay with that. We're good with that. Hey, what's Skate Date?
Skate Date is a podcast brought to you by two skaters in love who want to talk to you about all things roller skate and life.
Ew.
Yeah, we keep it real.
I'm Rebel.
And I'm Shove.
And together we are Shovel.
Can you dig it?
I can.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
How have you been, babe?
I've been good. I've been kind of tired, but kind of good because I'm catching up on stuff. Mm-hmm. How you been?
Pretty good. It was a cool weekend and an annoying weekend, but also awesome annoying, if that makes sense. On Friday, we had a bunch of the Moxie staff, almost the whole staff, over to skate.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun, and we went late night because it's so freaking hot here in Long Beach, California. But other places are doing way worse than us, so
yeah,
we'll put up with it.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that I went on the ramp for the first time in a really long time. Really went on the ramp for the first time, and it was good. I was really scared though. I had to overcome my mental blocks.
And not the first time, but she's a disco dancing queen now.
Yeah, I just spend a lot of times without toe stops on, so now I had to trade my jam plugs for my slide blocks.
Yeah, if you follow Queer Girl Straight Skates on Instagram, you'll notice a change, and you're not only that it's more dancing, but wow, babe, you're getting really good. Thank
you. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's because it mixes what I like the most. And this might not be what everyone else likes, but I really like learning choreography on skates. Well, I really like it.
It makes sense because you used to go to dance and you did dance.
Yeah, no, I think that's why I like it so much. Yeah. I think it resonates with that dancer part of me. Uh-huh. And so I really, really like it, and I really like challenging myself and stuff like that. So it's very fun.
And the annoying but awesome thing that happened to me. Wow, my voice. And the annoying but awesome thing that happened to me is that I had to film for 2 days in a row for Queer Girl Straight Skates.
Okay, but the product is going to be amazing.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it already, and if you're listening and you're not subscribed to Queer Girl Straight Skates, what are you even doing with your life?
Please get subscribed to Queer Girl Straight Skates.
Rebel is the actor.
And Shove is the director and creative person.
Yes.
Yeah. And we do things together.
No, we don't.
We made a video.
Yeah. That made it sound like we made a sex tape.
No, we made a 10 types of skaters video.
Yeah. So you've probably seen it already, is where I was getting to before I was I can't breathe.
I just felt like I should start talking because
you helped. You helped. Thank you for saving me. But yeah, so my whole point was if you're subscribed to her, then you probably already saw it. If not, or you missed it, then go ahead and watch it. And if you're I am so lost right now, this is actually a third part. Technically a fourth, but let's just say
I feel the third one kind of doesn't count, so definitely a third part.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite things. I literally got my makeup ready for the first day of filming because I was gonna have a small part, and then I cried it all off because we were rewatching the original ones, and I was I forgot how funny.
So funny, yeah, they're so funny.
Yeah, comment below if you saw it and let us know, well, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, and let us know which skater you identify with and which one's your favorite. Which
one do you identify with, babe?
I feel I'm a lot of awkward when I'm with my real ones, with you and my besties. I'm a little bit of the awkward skater, and then I'm the anxious skater and Instagram skater.
Yeah. I'm definitely the Instagram skater.
The injured skater.
The injured skater. The joking version of the aggressive skater. And a really, really crappy dance skater.
What about the derby skater?
I think that I definitely I relate to a lot of the parts of the derby skater. I feel like the derby skater's experiences definitely come from exactly my experience.
Yeah, and we're also like starting to become like the sponsored skaters. I feel like we're always talking about something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely the YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
so stupid. I'm dumb.
No,
yeah,
you're not.
Yeah.
You a YouTuber?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
What are we talking about this episode?
So today we're gonna talk about moving in with your significant other. When should you do it? Should you do it?
And how much of a mistake it can be.
And what was our experience with it? And then we're also going to talk about... I forgot. What are we talking about in the real world? Me. I wrote it down. Let me consult the notes really quickly.
Breathe.
Oh! And then in the wheel world, we're going to talk about Pigeon opening up a rink in Long Beach. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Nice.
Let's first have a little ad. Okay, so today's ad is very special. It is for Up and Crochet Studio.
Such a cute name.
Which is the cutest name ever. So Up and Crochet Studio sells fun and modern handmade accessories. So it's not your grandma's crochet, which I love because I do feel like whenever I think of crochet, I automatically think of like a grandma's crochet. But this shop has totally changed my perspective on crochet. Do you want to know what they sell?
What do they sell?
Okay, you're gonna be obsessed. They sell roller skate stockings.
Ooh, like stockings I can wear to bed?
No, like stockings that you can put presents in for me and then I open on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning.
I'll still wear them all the time. You know why?
Because, why?
Because they're cute.
They're also so cute. They look like little skates and I love them. So you can get them for Christmas decorating. You can get them because you're a person who collects all things skates and you just want skates and stuff everywhere. And you can customize them as well.
You can make it like a gift basket. Like you put a bunch of awesome treats and candy and stuff and give it to a coworker or a friend or family member. Yeah.
I love that idea. Okay, so if you want to order a custom color, you can pre-order it now. Early bird pricing and early delivery ends October 1st and they are $40.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. And the Up and Crochet shop also sells roller derby beanies, jammer or pivot style, a variety of color combos to match your wardrobe or team colors, and basically they also sell reusable market bags, D&D dice bags, shawls, and swimsuit cover-ups. Oh my gosh, so many things.
Yeah, so keep warm off the track while still letting everyone know you will fight through a pack.
That's so cute. I love that.
And a Merry Skate Mess to you all.
So go to Up and Crochet. Okay, so the Etsy shop is Up and Crochet Studio, and the Instagram is up.and.crochet.studio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, one of the worst, not even mistakes, or the best choices I ever made, but the best way I was tricked and conned, unbeknownst to me, into moving in with Rebel was the most surprising thing. Would you like to tell the people how you snuck me in?
Okay, so I feel like that was a very confusing sentence in which I sounded like some sort of conniving, manipulative person. However, I would just like to say that all I did was leave a little trail of peanut butter Reese's, and you just kept picking them up, and you landed in my lap.
I fell into a Rebel trap. We're talking about moving in and what it's like moving in with your significant other.
Okay, have you ever lived with anyone before me, like a partner?
I wish I would have. It would have been a nice crash course about what was going to happen. I'm just kidding. It was really easy.
What the hell?
It was really easy.
I was going to say, I don't think that's what happened at all.
Have you?
No, I haven't lived with anyone before you. In fact, I was very averse to living with you at first. It freaked me out.
she was shook when one day we were skating back from getting sushi. It was our first day back from Peru. And we're having like the best time.
It was so cute.
And we're skating back.
We were like 3 months into dating.
And of course, like, because queer women were like already talking about if we get married. And
wait, pause. When we went on our first date, 2 days later, I was traveling to San Jose, and when I was in San Jose at a garden, Shove said to me, "Are you scouting out our wedding venue?"
Yeah, it's a joke.
Okay, so then, unpause.
Anywho, you made me lose my spot. What was I saying?
You were saying we were talking to queer women, we were talking about weddings.
So we're skating, and I was like, well, obviously, I would live with someone before I got married. And she was like, what? What do you mean? Like, I wouldn't live with someone before we get married. I got married, and I was like, what? Like, what kind of, like, weird Christian stuff is that? Acting like you're a virgin when we all knew you weren't. Like, what? You can't live with your spouse before you get married?
Yeah, so I, every once in a while, there's like something random that has just like snuck through and stayed attached to me that comes from like my very conservative upbringing. And that was one of the last ones. I can't think of anything that happened since then, but like that was one of the last ones that like had randomly like snuck through and stayed as a belief to me, was that like I couldn't live with a significant other until I got married to them.
Babe, you were like shooketh. Like
I was very shook. No, it literally was the core of my being.
The whole vibe of the rest of the skate. It took you like a minute. Like you could see like the equations being added and subtracted in her head. Then like just the look of shock, like everything I know might be flipped upside down.
Yeah, it's that moment when you realize you believe something that's untrue, and you believed it like with your whole heart for a really long time. And then you're like, wait a second, why do I believe that? And you like can't really figure out why, because it doesn't really make any sense. And then you're like, okay, so I shouldn't believe that. So then what do I believe now? And you just have to make something up that you believe about something. And you're like, I guess that's what I believe now. Anyway, so that happened all on that skate.
Yeah, and she was living with her friend Germ, and I was living with my dad because I got conned into, you know, he needed financial help. And yeah, and it was like, it sucked. Like, it was draining on the bank account, and I was giving up a lot of the freedom I wanted to have because I was afraid to, like, you know, it's family, you can't leave them struggling financially, which of course obviously I later did, because you gotta set boundaries and be like, yo, I'm in my 30s, it's not my job to do this right now.
Yeah.
And he's okay, just so you know. So it's not like I left him homeless or something. He's in the same house. But anyways. So it started, of course, because, you know, I should have known, because I'm not a lesbian. She's obviously a lesbian. And I was warned. The stereotypes are true. They come from somewhere. And
even if you think that you don't want to move in with someone, it can flip real quick. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it flipped for me, I started thinking about it. And as soon as I start thinking about something, I don't know if you know this about me yet from this podcast, but something about me is that once I put my mind to something, like once I start thinking about something, like I will do it. Like, period. Like, I'm gonna make it happen. So like, I'll tell something to Shove one day, and then she'll be like, ah, crap, like that's gonna happen. Like, she's gonna make that happen. She's gonna buy that thing. She's gonna sign up for that class. She's gonna do whatever, because she started talking about it. I fixate on things. So I think that once I was like, oh wait, I do want to move in with her. Wait, that wouldn't be weird at all. Then I was like, okay, I would like to move in with her. And then I just started thinking about it casually. Then it was a while. Then a while passed.
Not even a while. Not even that long. This is what happened. Like, I would go over and be like, gonna stay on Friday. Gonna stay again. I guess I'll go get some clothes. And it started being like, oh, I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house. Let me pack a whole bag. So it became a bigger and a bigger bag, because I would stay for more and more days. And then so...
Yeah, you were staying for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
And then it started when she's like, her creeper ass, like, found out all the stuff I used from my bathroom.
No, before that. Before that, I bought you a nightstand.
Really? I thought the hair stuff was first.
The hair stuff sat on the nightstand.
Okay, so she got me a nightstand, so I had a place to put some of my stuff. And then she got me, like, the hair conditioner, shampoo.
Yeah, I went through, I got all of her like, hair stuff everything. And then lotion.
Yeah, so it was, like, everything. So that way, like, I'd be comfortable. And it's like, you never have to leave to go get something. You just stay here forever. And then... Like I said, it was like more stuff I had to bring. So then next day I come and there's a dresser, like a big dresser. Like what, 5 drawers or something? 5 or 6 drawers. And so the
6 drawers, it's right over there.
The furniture just keeps going. So 6 drawers. So I'm like, okay. So like, of course, I just keep bringing more clothes. And then it's just like, I have everything I need. So like, I'm not really going home. And yeah, and then like one day she was just like, I kept feeling weird because I was like, oh my god, her roommate's probably gonna be like, what the hell, this girl's never leaving, she's always here. And I would even feel awkward like if I went and she wasn't there, because Rebel was just like one day like, oh, you're always there, like I should just give you a key so you can get in whenever. So we go and like she just hands me a key and I'm like, all right. So I have a key to her house now.
I told my roommate that I was giving you a key.
I thought that you didn't. No, you didn't. Remember?
Oh, I didn't?
You were like, yeah, we're not going to talk to Jeremy about it yet. And that's why I acted weird. Like,
oh, like, that was sus. If
yeah,
you're listening, Germ, sorry.
So that's why I thought it was like weird. Like if I came in, like when I built the bed to like surprise you.
Yeah, that was
the
so
bed frame.
cute.
I was like, oh no, I feel awkward because like I shouldn't be here alone with like without Rebel, and it was like the first time, and like I felt like I over-explained like why I was there. I was just like, oh man, yeah, I'm building this bed for her. Blah. It's a surprise. That's why I'm here alone. And then, yeah, just like how many months? It was just like, obviously that I lived there. But
I think you like really lived there in September.
Yeah, so not that long in.
Yeah.
From March to September.
And then you started paying rent like in March, I think.
I don't know. I think a little bit before.
Was it before that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, so... it was like I was paying rent at my dad's house, and then finally I was just like, yo, Dad, like, I'm never even here. Like, I'm moving out. So I did, and it was great because then I started paying rent, and it felt like I belonged there instead of feeling like, oh, I don't really have the right to, like, do whatever I want. And, yeah, and there was, like, no real change because it was, like, there was not enough span of us, like, dating and not living together.
Yeah, I mean, you really started staying, like, we were really spending every night together pretty quick in.
Yeah.
Like, pretty quick in.
Because, like, if I wasn't at your house, you were at mine.
But, yeah, so I think for me, like, the moving in process, I think the one thing was that you were like, you never asked me to move in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that I needed to do that because I had never lived with anyone before.
So
in fact, I only considered the prospect because you had like said it on that skate.
I have a story to tell.
Oh my gosh.
So one day we're sitting on the patio. I used to smoke cigarettes. I'm smoking a cigarette. Rebel's sitting out there. It's nighttime, and I'm like, you know, you never asked me to move in with you, and that like sucks. Like it just happened. Like it was just like sneaky one thing. It was like one step over that I was just getting gently pushed into, and then it was just like, okay, now you're here, and I was like, oh wow, I'm here.
But we talked about it.
No,
though.
But it was like, yeah, and then like you pay rent, but it was never like an official. It's like how you hear like people just end up being in relationships. They're like, no one ever asked me to be their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and it was like one of those scenarios. So I was like, yeah, one time I watched, and she was like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you even ask someone?
I literally had never heard of it before. Like, it didn't even exist in my head.
You just get married and then it's assumed that you're moving in together.
Yeah, like that's literally my whole understanding of it.
So I'm like telling her about this movie I saw, like, who knows, I was like in the 90s when I was little, and I thought it was so cute. And basically like this guy hands his girlfriend like a ring box, and when she opens it, it has a key to his like house or apartment, and it's just like super romantic. It's like, will you move in with me? And it has like a little ribbon on it, and it's like super cute, and I always thought like that was so romantic. So then literally within 30 seconds she gets up and runs away, and I hear jingling, like my keys are shaking. Like, not even trying to be, like, sly. Like, she's, like, literally right by me. So stupid. Okay, and then I hear her, like like running around the house. And then she comes back out with a cheesy ass smile and she's just like, babe. And she pulls out a ring box. That's like my ring box. And she was just like, will you move in with me? And opens it and it's just my own key that was ripped off of my keychain loudly behind me in it. And I was just like, you're stupid. Like, no. Just like, what? What? I'm serious. And I was like, really?
I think that speaks to the chaos and the passion of our relationship.
That's literally every day living with Rebel.
I just think that that's a pure of heart rebel move. I realized that I didn't do something right and I had no idea, so I tried to fix it immediately.
Rebel shenanigans.
I don't know. I just didn't know that you had to ask someone to move in with you, like in some sort of cute way, because I just thought it was just like a conversation we had.
Yeah.
But anyways.
The biggest part about moving in is going to be the finances and just making things fair. Like, I think, like, just knowing, like, the trading off so it's not one person being stuck with something. Like, someone has this bill, someone else has that bill, and then there's, like, splitting bills in half. Yeah, and trading off with payments of things. I think that's the biggest thing with some relationships is money becomes an issue.
I don't think that money was the biggest issue with us. I feel like for us, it's like...
I'm sorry. I'm not with us. I'm just saying, like, general, because they're asking about moving in.
Oh, in general, I think the biggest thing about moving in is deciding, like, who's going to take care of different things around the house. Like, I think that chores are a really big thing. Like, because if one person gets stuck with all the chores... or one person gets stuck with the cooking and they like don't want to do that, and like that can really create tension, I think.
Or like Rebels vacuumed once in 3.5 years.
No, twice, because one time I made it for a video. One time I put on skates and I vacuumed.
Yeah, but you didn't do the whole room.
No, but I did.
But the thing is, it's like I'm never like, why don't you vacuum? Why do I have to vacuum? I just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like she will wipe down and do with the dishes, like she always does the dishes, and like I'm the only one in the house, if we have a roommate too, I'm the only one in the house that like will sweep the floor and like Swifter clean it sometimes. Like she doesn't do floors.
I hate floors.
Like Rebel picks up and does dishes.
And laundry.
And laundry. And I'll like do the deep cleaning when I need to. Like the like more like intense stuff. So Rebel keeps it looking nice on the surface, and then like once a month I'll like spaz out and like do deep things, or like when people come. Or like I do the casual, like the more like one step deeper, because like Rebel doesn't like that stuff, and I don't like the stuff she does, so it works out.
It works out. It definitely works out.
Yeah, so if something's like bothering you, you also need to say something. Don't let it fester.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I have a suggestion, and this is based off of no actual experience doing this, but rather a study that I did when I was in grad school. And that is that if you have any hesitation about moving in with someone, and this could be, I know we're talking about like significant others right now, but it also could apply if you're like thinking about moving in with a roommate or something. But making up a roommate or a living together agreement is actually a really good idea. Just like talking through things that you would put in an agreement of that sort. Like, what kind of things do you care the most about when it comes to chores? How much is being paid on either side for what bills? If this happens, what do we do? If this kind of argument happens, like, are we allowed to leave the room? Writing all of those things out and then signing it is one way to make sure that your moving in experience in your first year, which is what everyone says the first year is the hardest or whatever, it goes smoother. Because then you've kind of thought about some things that a lot of times people just don't think about before moving in. And the reason why I say I know about it from grad school is because we did a study of new roommates moving into the dorms. And like half of the people didn't have roommate agreements and half of them did. And the majority of people who did have roommate agreements were still with those roommates by the next year. Whereas a lot of the people who didn't have roommate agreements were no longer with the roommates that they started with. So anyway, so it helps.
Also, some other advice is if you're a femme dating a femme or a mask dating a mask, and especially if they're dating someone that is anywhere near like both being plus size or both being straight size, don't do it, because they will constantly wear your wig like the one Rebel's wearing right now, or wear your clothing, or wear your robe.
Literally, the shirt you're wearing is mine.
You gave it to me though.
Whatever.
And I bought the same one in black that I already own. So that's the other thing. Beware them buying the same things you have, and then you're like constantly like, man, I was gonna wear that today. Or looking like Dyke-likes. Daily.
That would happen like, whether or not you were moving in or not. That would still happen.
No, or is this one yours or is this one mine? Why is your shorts in my drawer? Oh, because you own them too. That does happen a lot, and that's living together.
Yeah.
Even the brand of underwear we wear.
Yeah. But the good news is I just look at the sizes. That's how I separate it.
Yeah, I know. But it's still like... when you're
it's still, I know.
So just beware that, the whole Dyke-like thing.
Yeah, and I just think that when you live in a place and you see their clothes all the time, you just think like, oh, I want that. You know how when you work in a place and like you never would have wanted all of those things, but then because you see it all the time, you're like, oh, maybe I do want that, or oh, that would be nice to have in my house. I think the same thing happens with clothing.
You know what's funny with straight couples?
What?
It's like, this has happened at the coffee shop a lot. Like, a couple will walk in, and I'll be, like, mixing their little drinks. I'm like, oh, did you match on purpose? And they'll be, like, both wearing the same color flannels. Both wearing red t-shirts. And it happened so much, and then they would look, every time would look at each other and be like, oh my god, we didn't even notice.
What?
So I think it literally happens to all couples, like osmosis or some shit. But... with queer people, we understand because we're like so like outfit got to be unchecked that we notice right away like, you're wearing what I'm wearing.
I know, and now like we'll be at the store and you'll like have something in your hand and I'll be like, damn it.
Yeah.
I wanted that.
And then the straight couples are just like, they're not really worried about what the other one's wearing. They're just like throwing something on, and then it takes someone being like, you're matching. No one ever knew.
That's because, not to say that straight couples are basic, but I feel like straight couples are kind of basic sometimes. I mean, that is totally...
sorry, straight people that are listening.
That is very just boiling every straight person down into one stereotype. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You're heterophobic.
No.
No, that hurt to say.
Heterophobic. Yeah, that's not a real thing.
All right.
Oh, man.
We love you, you breeders.
Yeah, we love you, breeders.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
The real world is icky.
Yeah, I like living with Shove. I highly recommend that you should live with your significant other.
You should live with me, too.
No.
Help me.
No. You
Please.
should live with your significant other, but if you find out that they like scaring people, don't live with them. Just move out. Stop it.
Stop it. Okay, so let's move on over to the Will World. Rebel's mad because I asked for help.
Yeah, because you make it seem like you're in danger and you're not.
Not in danger. Remember that stalker episode we had? Let's talk about Rebel.
Oh my god, stop it.
I love you, babe.
I love you too.
But please help me. Okay, so what is the Will World?
Oh my lord. Literally ignore her. Okay, the Will World is a place where we talk about roller skating because we like roller skating.
It's all about roller skating and roller skate adjacent things.
No, it's not roller skate adjacent. That's sometimes, the real world.
So sometimes we stretch. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Yeah, so today we're talking about Pigeon's roller rink that's opening up in Long Beach, California. It's a pop-up rink. It's here for 4 months, 3 months, 4 months. But it is at 2nd and PCH, and it's opening up this weekend.
Yeah, it's super crazy because, like, we've wanted a rink in Long Beach for a really long time.
A really long time.
This is, like, a different kind of thing. Like, it is a pop-up, which means it's gonna be just, it's an open, polished cement floor. And what's cool is it's real air coming through, so hopefully it's not a hot night. But I don't know if you notice, it's like little, I don't know how to explain it, but the breeze can go through.
It's like slats.
Yeah.
horizontal slats.
Yeah, like a gate of sorts, but fancy.
Yeah, it looks really nice. You can like, from the reels I've gathered, that you can see like beautiful Long Beach in the background, like as you're skating. And I think it's going to be like really cute. And I think the floor is going to be really nice.
It looks so slick. I'm hoping.
Very excited.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the soft opening and then the hard opening. Is that what you call it? The real opening?
Saturday. Yeah, so its opening night is Saturday, September 18th. And there may or may not be an event that is hosted by me at some point at Pigeon's roller skate rink.
We shall see.
We shall see. And by we shall see, keep your ears open.
So, Rebel and I are trying to figure out what we're going to wear to the soft opening.
Yeah, we're going to stunt on them because that's what we do.
I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This is an opening where it's like I have friends and foes, so I feel like I had to extra bring it because there are people that, let's just say we have major disagreements in life that make me not want to be friends with them.
Yeah. I mean, just crap has happened during this pandemic and we haven't forgotten about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're not, we have memories. is what we're saying.
Yeah, we're breaking the whole rule because usually it's like the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. In this case, it's like the friend of my friend is my enemy.
Yeah, we're trying to just be like, okay, can we just all skate and just, can we skate? Is this gonna happen?
Can we all just skate along?
That's the real question here because we just want to skate and we just want to live our lives, and people have made that difficult for us over the pandemic, and so we're hoping that people don't make it difficult for us in real life.
Yeah, and a lot of it I'm just like over with, and I want us just all skate and get along. And I gotta remind myself that the internet can be crazy, but rarely face-to-face do people have the gall to say something. So I always feel like it should just be chill vibes and everyone have a good time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Mm-hmm. And I want to look cute while I'm doing so. I'm
looking forward to spinning on that floor.
Yeah, your spins are getting really good.
Thank you.
I'm going to work on maybe extensions and falling all over the place, depending on what I'm wearing.
Fun. Love that.
Or get my moonwalk down. I don't know.
I think you could definitely do that.
I think I'll just like mess around in a dark corner where no one can see me.
Oh my gosh. You have to mess around in the center. That's like where you mess around at.
No, because like at WoW, you could get away. At World on Wheels, it was perfect because one, the center actually had
blocked
like
off,
halfway,
so you could like hide.
Yeah, and you could sit there and watch people, or you could do things and not feel so exposed. And then there were also like benches on the corners, and you could just chill there or like do practice things there, and you weren't in the way because it was so huge.
It was so big.
Also, that floor was like the slickest I ever skated on. It was so
nice.
Yeah, I remember wearing my 101s and feeling like I was ice skating.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I really have high hopes for this rink because right now World on Wheels closed again for the second time because of the pandemic. But that was like my number one rink floor. Number two, I would say, is Fountain Valley.
I like Fountain Valley.
Like Fountain Valley, there's definitely like, okay, like
there's just one side that's like kind of weirdly rough.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, so like one of the sides is weird.
You enter, right, and then you turn, and then when you hit turn 2, there's like a weird like lump.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is either.
It's interesting.
It's not super bad. It's just like the rest of the floor is so nice that when you hit that corner, you're like, wait, what's going on?
It's like textured, and there's just like a little there, and you're like, and it just stays there.
But that's us being like very picky. I don't know.
Yeah, because like it's just like I'm grooving, I feel something, and it's like, oh, okay. So number 3 would have to be holiday skate.
I feel like the asphalt is better than holiday skate.
Holiday skate? Like, yes, I could wear outdoor wheels in the street and it would be the same. I don't know why it's so sticky.
Yeah, maybe it was the day we went. I don't know.
No, I think it's just like that.
Okay, you know what is actually...
We've been there twice. And it was sticky both times.
I remember going once.
We went for Sea Spicy Rolls.
I remember that one.
And we went for the Harley Quinn thing.
Oh, I was getting them mixed up as the same thing. You know what? The floor at Venice, it feels like a rink.
Yeah.
That Venice Plaza feels like a rink.
It does. Yeah, for outdoor spots, yeah, that place, tennis courts.
Apparently, there's a spot in Newport that's really nice. That's like blacktop. It's really flat and nice. And apparently, there's also a place in at the Great Park at Irvine. I've never been there, so I don't actually know, but...
Yeah, I feel like with skating, like, that's one thing. It's like, if you're going to be a dance skater, it has to be really smooth. For me, I just like to go really fast. Like, give it my all, like, thrust, and then just coast and, like, weave. And that's how I have fun at the rink.
Or you can practice at Disco Oasis, where it turns into Wild Rivers at the end of every night.
I do feel like I love being able to try to spin, because I always spin my best when I'm at the rink, unless it's holiday skate.
Yeah, because the floor is just like, here you go, have some spins.
It's like carrying you, and you're just like, I'm gliding.
Yeah, it's nice.
No.
Yeah, so anyway, so we're super excited to go to Pigeon's Rink, and yeah. I wish that there was like a pass, like a season pass holder.
Oh, yeah.
That would be dope. I could just, like, swipe it.
We'll have more to talk about it next week after we experience it.
Yeah, we don't really know what it's going to be like. We're all of this is postulating.
Yeah, like, I was watching it all today, and I was like, it's just an empty room.
It looks nice,
It's just an empty room. Like, what's there going to be? Like, there's got to be a disco ball, right? Like, what if we walk up and we're like, when did you get 100 disco balls up here?
Oh, my gosh. What if everyone who comes is required to bring a disco ball?
Like the disco balls your
ticket?
ticket?
And then it's just like a pile in the middle. That'd be awesome.
I'm going to have a party where like everyone has to bring a disco ball.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. And then we could turn this garage into like the whole ceiling has disco balls hanging from it.
That'd be crazy.
That would be so crazy. And
I'd be afraid of them falling.
I would love it. I wouldn't even care. I'd die by disco ball.
During an earthquake, they're just swinging back and forth.
Oh my gosh. Remember that time when we were on we were recording Skate Date and there was an earthquake while we were recording Skate Date? It was so loud.
Yeah. And then I was like, I remember just being like, oh, it's an earthquake. And then it was like, dum dum. And then everything was like, da-da.
And then we had it recorded and I was like,
and it was like shaking.
Oh my
god. And you just see us look up like, that's gonna kill us. All right.
Anyways. All right, that's the wheel world. Let's go on over to Find Your Skate Date.
Find Your Skate Date. What's Find Your Skate Date, babe?
Well, Find Your Skate Date is the section of our podcast that I promise you normally has people writing into it, but right now it doesn't. But it is where we connect you, a skater, with other skaters in your area who love you very, very much. And that is what we do. We just connect people to other skaters. So if you want to be a skater who finds another skater to go on the trails with, or to go to the skate park with, or to go to the rink with, or to try and date, then you should send your bio with a picture and your pronouns, a little bit about you, your location to us, and we'll tell everyone to hit you up and how great you are.
And when you find that skater, you can just start buying random things for them to keep them around so that they can never leave.
You know what? You have the option to leave even if someone buys you the things you need. It's your choice to be like, wow, everything I need is here. I think I'll just stay.
Unless your partner's name is Rebel, and then when you say, I'm leaving, and she's like, no, you're not.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that.
I love it because she's obsessed with me. And loves me so much.
Obsessed with me.
I love you, babe. I said I love you, babe.
I love you.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's Find Your Skate Date. So find yourself a skate date to move in with eventually.
Whether it's to get married or if it's to start a skate
scenario.
No, you ruined it.
Oh.
Whether it's to be together forever romantically in that house or to start a skate house.
That's me.
What if we created a skate house because of Find Your Skate Date?
That would be awesome.
Like 4 people linked up and bought a house and then like turn it into like the Escherden.
Y'all make that happen. Make it happen. That's amazing. I love
Do
that.
it.
Yes. So email us your skate date, and if you're like, I don't know if I should email in, just email in, please.
Yeah, like, what's it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Give us something to talk about.
And also, I'm sad there's no one to talk about. And I really like gassing people up, so let me gas you up. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. Going on to Dear Shovel. What's Dear Shovel?
Dear Shovel is where we answer your advice. Like when you write in and it's really teeny tiny and Rebel puts it really teeny tiny so I can't read what your question is.
Okay, I'll read it. But you can ask questions about literally anything and we'll answer your question. Even if we don't know the answer. And we'll give you good or bad advice. Or both.
Both.
Okay. Hello, people. AKA Dear Shovel. First off, I want to say that the both of you inspire me every time I listen to the two of you. Oh, thank you. I live in a place that is an hour away from the closest skate park, and I am too young to get my license, and none of my friends skate either. And now, wood to build a ramp is so expensive, I feel like I am out of luck. Am I?
No, you're not. You could...
A young pandemic skater.
You could either start saving up. Well, it depends on how young you are. Like, if you have a job, you could definitely just tuck away, like, $10 a week.
Yeah, I mean, you could also convert your friends to skaters. Make them become skaters.
That's what I did.
Yeah, literally Shove turned everyone that she worked with into a skater.
I have a single friend that doesn't skate now.
My friends are, like, extremely against skating for some reason, and I don't know how that happened, but I have two very stubborn friends that will not put on skates, and I'm like, come on, my reputation as a person who converts people to skaters is at risk, and they do not care.
Yeah, and don't worry about... It sounds like you just want to, like, do you just want to be a park skater? Because then, yeah, this is all really bad. Or, like, maybe it's because you know at the skate park there will be other skaters there. I know it really sucks being lonely. You should definitely write in for Find Your Skate Date. We could probably find you some skaters by you.
Yeah, maybe some skaters that have a car.
But, yeah, Rebel and I used to play this game where we would say at skate park when we were skating the streets. Or, like, there are a lot of street skaters out there that literally anything can be a skate park.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest starting to street skate.
Watch Street Fighters on YouTube.
It'll inspire you for sure.
It's posted by Ghoulie, aka Carly Craig. Street Fighters will inspire you and see how you can turn the world into your skate park. So that way you can still practice and do some crazy stuff. And it really changes the way you see the world. You're like, oh, I could do a slide on that. I could do a grind on that. I can do curb stalls. There's that handicapped ramp is like my skate ramp now. And you can really come up with some lines and some interesting things. So it's cool. You can go on a skate adventure and like see what you can skate.
Yeah, I would definitely start following a lot of street skaters. Like follow Travis. Like follow
Travis Reynolds.
Follow Ghoulie. Follow who's another really good street skater? Ragnarol. Yeah, follow Ragnarol. Follow Nick the Medic. I feel like he's always doing random stuff on things on the street. Ooh, follow Narvana. Follow Vanna. Follow these people who make the world into their skate park. Because I think they'll inspire you, and then that can fulfill that desire to do that kind of aggressive skating.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, and
literally watch that movie on YouTube and you'll see all of them. Also, Making Gravy is like an Australian version.
Oh yeah,
it's like super punk rock, roady. I love them.
I really like it. And then just start, putting some money in your back pocket and save up for that ramp. I think. And work on converting your friends to being skaters. And then write in to Find Your Skate Date to find a skate date.
Yes, all of the above.
Yes. I don't have any bad advice.
Go into Home Depot with the big cart and then load up all the 2x4s and sheeting you'll need. And then I hope you have your skates on because you're going to push with your toe stops and then you're just going to skate really fast with the whole thing. And I hope your Home Depot is kind of like on a hill like ours, and then you can just like skate / push with all the wood and then they won't catch you.
This is a terrible idea. Do not do this.
And then you just look up the specs of how to build it yourself. And then if you need tools, then you go to Lowe's, like the opposite, so they don't know you.
Definitely not allowed to go back to that Home Depot.
Or you can like wander the parking lot and pick up receipts that get dropped until you find ones for all the tools you need, and then you like walk in and you like grab one and you walk out and they're like, where's your receipt? And you're like, oh, right here.
Oh my gosh.
Just give people good tips for how to steal things.
Don't do that. All right, well, that's Dear Shovel. If you want to write into Dear Shovel, you can write into Dear Shovel at dearskatedate@gmail.com and put Dear Shovel and then whatever your heart desires to ask us, and we will answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody gave us 5 stars.
Well, what do you expect? We took like a weird, dodgy break.
I know. I thought last week was enough to get us back on track, but, oh, can I tell you, like, a story about last week? So, you know how we, like, started the recording and then it didn't record for, like, 15 to 20 minutes, and that was already after us, like, re-recording an episode that we had already recorded? So then I went to start editing the sound.
And you found it.
No.
Oh.
I went to start editing the sound, and turns out that my mic was, like, hella fucking low, and so you were, like, so loud, and then I was, like...
Oh my God.
So then I had to go through and like every time I spoke, like amplified it, and then I was like, this is not working. I was like 10 minutes in. So then after going on and literally bragging about how great our sound was, I had to use the video sound for our episode.
No wonder why you were like, oh, I already edited.
Yeah, no, because I had to.
Wow, and I'm just hearing about it now.
Yeah, I just remembered yesterday. So, yeah, so that was, sorry if the quality was bad. But if you love us and you love this quality of sound, then you should rate us 5 stars on Apple Reviews Podcast. Apple Podcast Reviews.
I was like, what?
Because you love us. And I'm pretty sure you can review us twice if you've already reviewed us.
Oh my gosh.
But no, okay, no, but seriously though, like... Thank you for your commitment to
every
us.
episode. You're like
it.
Commenting. You're giving us a review on each episode. Everyone review every episode.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, very excited that you hang out with us. We love you so much.
If you listen and you're not subscribed to the YouTube, go subscribe to it.
Yeah, please go subscribe. We're stuck at 780 subscribers.
This episode is short, but last episode was way too long.
Yeah, so we tried to make it a little shorter for you so that you were like, only 50-something minutes of Shove and Rebel.
And Rebel has about 4 hours of editing ahead of her.
About 4 hours of editing
so that you can see that epic video, 10 Skaters, you know, part 2.
That literally comes out tomorrow at noon. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
but
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I'm going to tell everyone that we have to take our lunch at the same time so we can watch it. So it better be on time.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, it'll be on time.
Or like we'll watch it at 1. We might watch it late, but like we'll take it and then we're going to be like, it's a preview.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
If you're lucky.
That's creepy, but okay.
Bye.